Hey everybody, my name's Ian. I'm the founder of TestDriver, and we just released a new version of our docs. So I wanted to just give a quick tour. So yeah, we changed the theme around and we organized all the content in like a learning structure. So an organized kind of story. So you can, what is TestDriver, how to get started, here are some examples, and then kind of a guide of what a common workflow looks like. So if you're new to TestDriver, TestDriver is selector list testing, which means we don't use selectors, we just use prompts in order to talk about what to test. Classically, a lot of testing frameworks use selectors like this, right? But then a lot of times the selectors change or the page changes. Sometimes from the marketing team, sometimes AI will change it or someone will refactor something and all your tests break. So what we think is that end-to-end testing is really about, can the user do the thing and does it look the right way? And so we invented a selector list test framework. So you kind of just tell the AI, hey, click the sign up button and it will choose the sign up button. And those steps are stored in YAML. So you can run the test back and it's a lot more deterministic because it doesn't have to go find that element again, right? Now, I won't go through every page here, but we've got performance, we've got a comparison versus Playwright and Selenium, we've got an enterprise page, and we also have a new VS Code extension, which also works in Cursor and Windsurf, so you can actually add TestDriver agent into VS Code. And the next thing I'm going to do is actually make a video for that. So the quick start is really the recommended way to get started, right? So install VS Code. VS Code will walk you through how to get started with TestDriver. Then when you're ready to deploy your tests into CI, there's a quick little snippet here, but there's a bigger guide over here. And then these are common next steps. So how do I import a bunch of tests, or how do I enable self-healing, do variables, snippets, stuff like that. Now here's the fun part. So since TestDriver is selector lists, we can test websites or desktop apps or Chrome extensions or mobile apps. Any kind of app, anything you can run on a computer, you can test the TestDriver. And the reason is that we made, again, a selector list test framework that uses the entire machine. It doesn't use the individual apps. It doesn't run like an emulator. It runs an entire virtual machine, which means anything you can develop, you can test. And yeah, so that handles handles all these different kind of common scenarios. One cool one that kind of really represents that selector list advantage is file upload. So, a lot of times when you're working with Playwright or something like that, it's hard to access the file system, or you want to download a zip, extract it, and then open it up in Playwright. And it's like, well, how are you going to access you kind of have to mock it, right? But here we can actually trigger the file system, select it in the Finder window, make sure all that works properly. And that goes for, you can imagine a lot of other scenarios like doing multiple tabs. This one is for PDF generation. So how do you test a PDF that's output? And so, yeah, you can deploy it to pretty much any CI because we offer CLI. So because the CLI runs essentially headless, you can deploy TestDriver into any build system, any CI system or any build system. And here we have example like working with Netlify or Vercel to test Vercel previews. So you would basically make a GitHub action that takes the Vercel preview output and then plugs that into TestDriver as a variable. Let's see, what else to go over quickly here? Here's some more information on variables. We actually offer you the ability to make a custom VM image. This is for enterprise customers only, but you can actually modify the VM image to include whatever dependencies you want, update the different versions of we had a customer ask for a winget update the other day. Let's see. Some of the coolest parts are like test generation and the ability to run code. That's probably my favorite part. You can run Node.js scripts right in the middle. Let's see. You can, import tests from CSV. So you kind of just generate a basic test file. Just kind of a bunch of dashes and the prompts you want to run. And then you can output tests to, see that's under reporting, to like JUnit or Jira. Tests can run in parallel, so you can essentially trigger GitHub Action to run like 10 tests at a time. It makes it a lot faster. If you're curious about speed, we have performance optimization tips here, and then we also have our benchmarks here under performance. Let's see. Yeah, and then at the bottom is this pretty fun kind of list of the different commands, and we have these interactive demos where you can watch. Let me make this window bigger. I can't do it during the recording, but you can actually watch some of these play out. So I open it in full screen. This is like a hover image demo, and we can see the AI launch the sandbox, go through and generate a test to hover an image. So this is actually how we do our acceptance tests within our repository. So if you go to TestDriver AI, didn't run there, but you can see the V6 runs. This is not the right one. V6 acceptance? No, it's disabled for now. But yeah, so this is actually how we test our own stuff. So yeah, that's TestDriver. This is the new docs. As always, join us on Discord. Check out the docs. The information here is a lot more concise and organized if you had gave it a shot before. Look out for more updates on the VS Code extension. We'll be releasing that officially soon. And thanks for checking it out.